Homer dressed up nicely that day. He thought that since he couldn't make Marge remember him, he might as well make Marge fall in love with him all over again. He prepared a lot of gifts for Marge. Marge was somewhat touched. In the following days, Homer and Marge were just like lovers who had just met each other. They had a great time every day. They even went on a date under the moonlight. Homer took Marge to the places they had been to before. This castle was where their story began. Homer wanted to awaken Marge's memories once again. Facing Homer's hints, Marge didn't understand. Homer gave her an ambiguous look. Marge immediately got the message and said, "I'm not that kind of girl. You cheeky rascal. You enjoyed that day. That was the happiest night of my life. Have you forgotten all of that, my dear? No, I'll never remember it. The best thing I've ever done in my life was to forget you." After saying this, Marge left angrily. Because of this incident, Marge kicked Homer out of the house. Homer was in a really low mood at that moment. The two children came out to persuade him to stay. Homer said that Marge had made up her mind, and there was no point for him to stay at home anymore. Then Homer took a loving look at his family and turned away. Marge's two sisters took her to a blind date event. Marge thought it wasn't a good time to go. The two sisters comforted her, saying that now that Homer was gone, they had even already completed the divorce procedures for Marge. They told her to go on a blind date without worry. There were a lot of people at the blind date event that day. The first person Marge met for the blind date looked quite old. This person was not only old but also had nothing. He was a poor bachelor and even asked Marge if she had a car and a house. Marge directly rejected him. The second man started by saying that he was extremely unfortunate. He had a tragic past, because 5 years ago, he caused his wife's death. After hearing this, Marge immediately refused him, until the third man appeared in front of Marge. This man was dressed appropriately and behaved very gentlemanly. Marge had a good impression of him. The two of them chatted very congenially. The man then invited Marge to go out for dinner. Marge's two sisters were very happy to see this scene. Lenny found out that Marge was on a date with someone else and told Homer about it. Carl told Homer that the man had just held Marge's hand. After learning this, Homer quickly drove over. He quietly walked closer to listen to their conversation. The man expressed his affection for Marge and also talked about his vision for future life. The more Marge and the man talked, the happier they got. She gradually fell in love with this man. Homer heard all of this and realized that Marge had met the man of her dreams. He felt a sense of crisis at that moment. The man held Marge's hand and confessed his love to her, hoping that she would be his girlfriend. Marge thought for a while and told the man that she had just gotten divorced and had 3 children. After learning about Marge's actual situation, the man let go of her hand. At this moment, his affection for Marge plummeted. The man said that he couldn't accept it and turned around and left. Marge was very sad. At this time, Homer stepped forward to argue with that man, saying that Marge was very excellent. However, the man just drove away. Homer stood there, feeling disappointed. Homer's actions touched Marge. Marge remembered the person she once loved the most. They lived happily together again.